Yeah, the tacos came in. I got tacos right now. You paid for the tacos, man. I had about 20 tacos up in here, and I'm asking what's the name? I was like, what Big Bro at?
We never know our schedule.
You want some tacos right now?
Well, look here.
Or you want to wait till you get back?
I'm gonna wait till I get
Well,
back.
then make sure you come follow me, cause I got a whole stack right now. Yeah. I stay with the tacos. I got you. And I got a flyer for you too. Yeah, for the show this weekend.
Okay, cool.
Yep. I'm gonna show you guys how you can take these tires off. You can actually, if you guys watch me, you can basically like stand up like this, put your hands here, just like that. And you guys know I do not fight. I do not fight with a tire. What you can actually do is you get this in, or sometimes you can use this end, right? And this is what you do, guys. See that? You don't gotta fight with no tire. You don't have to hit it with a hammer. You don't have to do none of that stuff. You can just basically do as I did right now. Go up underneath here right now to adjust these brakes so we can take the drum off. You have to have air applied to the system, and this time I actually did it before I started my live. That's why I'm able to spin the tire. And the next thing I got to do is I have to adjust the brakes. So we can get the drum off. Here, I'll show you guys. I will show you guys how to adjust the brakes to get the drum off. So basically, I know it's a little dark. So basically, you're gonna need this tool here that have two different types of slack adjusters. This one right here, you have to put. There's a little knob right here you got to pull out, right? And then up top here is where and I will let you guys watch. If you will look, let me get in position right. I know it's kind of be hard to see, but as you can see right there, watch, you can see the brake shoes separating, which they are going up and opening up. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're moving. And now you got a huge gap right here. So what that does is now it's gonna allow me to take the brakes off. I mean the drum, I'm sorry. So now basically what I gotta do is give it a little smack. Just like that. Just like that. So now I'm gonna remove the drum. You guys see that? See how that S-cam is what opens the brakes up. So then we're gonna inspect our drum, and looks like we're gonna have to change it. You're not supposed to have those grooves like that. So we will be changing the drum also. Now let's go ahead and adjust our brakes back so we can have them adjusted accordingly. And you guys are going to see the S-cam. See the S-cam moving? See how the brakes are tightened up? You guys see that? See that? Voila. And just remember when you're doing brakes to make sure that you have air applied. So right now, in order to get the brake shoes off, we have to remove this inner and outer spring. And that's what we're gonna do right now. So basically what I do is to remove the springs, I use my favorite pry bar. We got a long relationship together, me and this pry bar right here, as you guys can tell. And I basically just like that. Careful with that ABS wire. You guys see that too, right? Guys see how that ABS sensor? Which gotta make sure that's right. We don't have to remember every time I gotta use my chisel and get these rollers out. We don't have to do that today, which is a good thing. So now, guys, pretty much get our new brakes, and we can go ahead and start with the installation process, since I don't have to get these rollers out with my hammer or nothing like that, air hammer. The only little thing I am concerned about will be this ABS sensor, and we will see how that's going to work as far as how the brakes are going. So let's push it out. See how that thing is. So what this can do is, this can cause this sensor, you know what I'm saying? You see how that's moving real easy like that? That could eventually be a problem. So we are definitely going to look into that also. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to do the same job twice just because. So we might be replacing that sensor, guys. Really what it technically needs is probably the hold down that holds it in place. So we're going to be looking at that and checking that out. But right now, there's no spring in the ABS. Yeah, the spring is destroyed. You have to destroy the springs in order to get the new brakes, the old shoes off. The brake shoe kit does come with all new hardware, which consists of new springs, rollers, all that good stuff. So you never want to install used springs on your brakes. So let me get my old brakes out of the way, which is right here, and put them where they need to be. We're not going to use that drum right there because that drum is bad. So we're going to be putting a new drum and also new brakes with new hardware. So let's, you guys give me a second. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. I will be right back with the new brakes. All right, I got the new brakes right here. Right here. Let's go ahead and unbox it. It says PB Adventure says new here. It says, what are you working on? I am working on a trailer doing brakes. Brakes on the semi-trailer. All right, guys. So this is pretty much what we got. Y'all see it? We got new brake shoes. We got our hardware kit with our new springs. Everything we're gonna need to put this stuff together. Let's go ahead and get our shoes out so we can start getting them together so we can go ahead and have them installed. So I got to get a hammer so I can put my pins in for my springs, and I'm gonna show you guys how that's gonna go. So y'all give me a second. Trying to find a way to set the camera up so you guys can see. It says Broski, nice rims. Yeah, I know, right? Jeff Hendricks, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yeah, let me go ahead and get some cleaning. Not a cleaning, but let's get something to prop that up. Oh, that's very cool, like that, right guys? So now you guys get to see me put my shoes together. Let me get a hammer and we're gonna get to it. Got my hammer, and I'm gonna show you guys, since we got a real good camera angle right now, where you guys can actually see better than you have ever before on how I'm going to put our hardware so the first thing you want to get out of the hardware kit is going to be these two pins here. You guys see those? So we got two pins. So this is actually how the brakes go on here. So you got the rollers roll on the S-cam here, and it rides on the bushings here. So we have to put our pins here so we can put the spring that holds both of the shoes together. So let's tap those in. Not like that. Tapping in like this. Let's double check. Make sure that's in there. And we got one more. Just like that. Okay. All right. So our next thing we have to install is going to be our two rollers. So let's get those out of the bag. Let's get our two rollers out, which is going to be these right here are our rollers, and I call these right here our egg holders. You remember how you do like the Easter egg hunt and you dine the eggs and the eggs kind of sit in something like this? Well, the rollers sit in something like that too, and this is how you put them in. You put those bad boys on just like so, right? And they're going to be like this. So basically now you got to have it this way. See how I have it this way? And it goes, locks in place right here, guys. You guys heard that? So they lock in place in those two little holes right there. These little angle parts right here, 1 and 2, they lock in place right here. So let's put our second one on. Let's move this one over so you guys can see. I hope you can see. You should be all right. And remember, we have to go this way, right? So you squeeze them together and you push them, and you're going to hear it lock in place. Just like so. So next up, remember we put our two pins in both shoe. So next thing we're going to have is going to be what you call a hold down spring. And this spring holds both shoes together. So of course we want to, this is a new fresh powder coat. So you want to break the springs apart like this, right? And the next thing you want to do is you want to hook one inside one side of the spring, and we got the other one. So right now our brakes are almost together, right? Yeah, I'm working on drum brakes. Yep, and Angela's pin 77, they are air brakes. So we're almost at a home run, guys. So now we're gonna come over here. The first thing we have to do is put our bushings inside of there, right? Just like so. See, they slide in and out like this, just like that. All right, let's put our second one in, just like this. right? So now, only thing that we have left in the bag now is 2 springs, right? So now we can go ahead and put our shoes on the actual trailer and get those situated so we can go ahead and get them on. So that's the next move right here. Let me see if I can give you guys a little better angle. And I'm going to go ahead and pop these shoes on. Okay? And then I'll do more explaining as I get them on. So you want to come from the S-cam side. All right. Get an angle. That. You guys see that? We have one side on, right? So now we get the bottom. We get the bottom one. Okay. And I'm gonna get over here because I need a little bit more. A little bit more better angle for me. Okay. Let's see if I can get that bad boy to push on. Just like so. See that? So that's why sometimes it's very important that once you adjust the brakes to get the shoes off, turn your S-cam back so it's easier for you to line them up. And you guys already see, guess what we got? We got our brake shoes are already on. So next thing you want to do, you want to, I always do this part right here. Get you a little hammer and make sure that they are sitting on the bushings real nice and even. So you give it a little tap, just like that. So we're almost at a home run, guys. We're almost at a home run. So if anybody in the comments can tell me I make it look so easy, you're looking at years of experience. So basically, these are our last hold down springs. And I'm gonna show you guys also. And I'm also gonna show you what tool I use, right? So basically, our hold down springs go there. And then the other one goes in that hole there. And then, no, not a flathead. I'm gonna show you guys. So we wanna break them apart, right? There is a special tool that they have to install the springs. And just like Angel's pen said, you can use a flathead. Yes, you can. If you put the screwdriver on here, you can angle it down in a hole. It will actually snap in place. But what I use something very, very, it's easier, stuff like that. And it also, you can't do a disc brake conversion on a semi-tractor trailer. So no, can't do that. So I will get my special tool. Yeah, I don't, actually my gloves, my hands are so big that gloves kind of make me feel uncomfortable, and plus it's hot right now and my hands are going to be sweating and we're going to waste gloves. So yeah, trailer has drums, yes. Yeah, shout out to Wise Guys. So let me go ahead and let me get my special tool that I use so I can pop these guys on. Wise, it said Wise Guy knows for a trailer. All right, Cameron Rich says he wears Okay, let me go ahead and get my special tools because I really want to share this with you guys. And also, when you're back here, you also want to check to make sure that the wheel seal is not leaking. These are the tongue ring that the ABS reads to get the wheel speed sensors. And this right here is actually your wheel speed sensor there. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys knew that, but every time I'm doing something, I really like to explain to you guys to let you know what's going on. You have small hands and small feet. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't. So we're gonna, I'm gonna get my special tools so we can pop these bad boys on. And only thing next I'm gonna have to do after I get those springs on is that go over and get my new drum, put my new drum on and stuff like that. I started my own mobile mechanic business. I've been so happy since. Would you do something like that? I actually have a mobile mechanic service, and I also have a mobile detail service. How long did you work here for? So I have about 10 years of experience diesel as a diesel mechanic. Okay, so let me get my tool. We can pop them on. So guys, this is the tool that I use. I'll let you guys take a look. I'll let you guys make a couple guesses. What special tool you think I use to put these springs on? And I will give you a hint that it is not a screwdriver. Does anybody drive? I'm going to school learning. Okay, shout out to DSR live stream. A rope? No, not a rope. I already know. Jeff Hendricks said you already know. Brake tool looks like some pliers. Kinda, sorta. Needle nose pliers. I used to use needle nose pliers. It's a brake tool. No, it is not. So basically, guys, what I use, bam. I use vice grips, guys. Really good ones, too. So you basically want to snap it there. Okay? Look at that. See how fast that bad boy go in there? Look at that. Voila magic. Vice grips or blue point. Yeah, so these are vice grips. Oh yeah, I saw Mac. You did? You seen Mac? I will tell you guys that you will have to have some very, very good vice grips to do so, to use this. Is it actually hard to pull down? No, not really. You said you like that? That's what's up. So now I have to do the inside. The inside. Let me pop this bad boy on. You just have to position yourself. Okay. You guys see, we got both springs in. All right. We got both springs in. So basically, our brake job is complete. You guys see how fast it took me to change these brakes? So it actually took me 32 minutes to get these brakes changed, to take the tire off and everything, because through this whole thing, you guys have been live with me. So it's literally took me 32 minutes to get these brakes, the tire off, to get the brakes off and everything. You're subscribing now, appreciate you. No, this is not fake. If you just joined in the live stream, everybody that's in this live right now have seen me start out my live removing the tire. I removed both tires, which I showed you guys a special way to get the tires off. You guys seen me adjust the brakes to get the drum off, And you guys also see me pop these springs in. A paid actor? Yeah, okay. Make sure you be respectful in the chat, because there will be some people that will get you up out of here. So I'm gonna show you guys another thing that you need to do also. So what I basically do is, the last thing you would want is these springs ever to pop out. Okay? You do not want that. So to protect what you're doing and to make sure you have them in there correctly, it's two ways that you can find out. For the first way, I use a hammer and I give it a slight tap. There, I give myself a slight tap up there, right there, and right there. So I'm gonna show you guys another way to check to make sure that you have your springs installed correctly, right? So you see the hooks right there? You stick your hand in there and make sure it's hooked all the way in, right there and at the bottom, all right? You didn't see me adjust the S-cam because Hunt for Andrew, you're just getting into live. S-cam would be after you put the drum on. Yes, you have to do it before and after. And you also have to make sure you have air applied. And if those of you would like to see what the S-cam looks like, the S-cam is actually there. You see it shaped like an S? That is the S-cam. So before you remove the shoes, you have to have air applied to the trailer because it is air applied. Second thing you have to do is adjust the brakes to open up the shoes to get the drum off, okay? And then you have to adjust the brakes back to put the shoes on, okay? And then you have to put your drum on, put your tires on, adjust your brakes. Does anybody know the proper brake adjustment for air brakes? And you guys, all you guys should get this because I gave away a free chain to whoever knew how to adjust brakes. I gave away one of my free custom chains and sent it to a guy, and I believe he's in North Carolina or something like that. That won the actual, he was watching me on my live. Okay, you're almost close. So basically, in order for you to adjust the brakes, you have to have the drum on, you have your tires on. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna tighten the brakes all the way down. And what I mean by tighten them down, once you tighten up all the brakes all the way down with air applied, like right now how I'm spinning this, that's because there's air applied. Now once I tighten the brakes down, the drum is not gonna move at all. Now once you know it's not moving at all and you spin the wheel, you wanna back off a half a turn. That is the proper brake adjustment for air brakes. You want to tighten them down and you want to back off a half a turn. John says 32 minutes is too long to a brake job. I'm a diesel mechanic. I've been doing it for 15 years. Yeah, and you're 5 years in more than me, and I'm going live showing you guys step by step. Yeah, and I bet you probably are doing them fast, but how many brakes are you missing to get adjusted? How many springs have fallen out? How many brakes have you not examined to make sure you don't have a leaky wheel seal, a bad wheel stud, a bad hubcap seal? So yeah, it can take a little while. And yes, I have been talking on live. Yes. Dear Oscar Live, yes, he is showing us. Yes, I have been showing you guys. And I am taking my time because that's what I do. And if those of you guys are certified diesel mechanics, you guys know how important it is to do the job correctly, because if something happens of me rushing doing this brake job, when I sign my name on the paper that the job is done, if this trailer leaves here and gets in an accident or anything like that, guess who's liable, guys? I am, because I signed the paper. So that's why you want to make sure it's done correctly. I am not in a hurry. I am never in a hurry. And none of that good stuff, guys. I take my time, I do it right the first time, and I follow all safety guidelines, and I do it the correct way. You know what I'm saying? Because safety is first before anything. I don't care if it takes me all day to do one break. Guess what? I did it safely, I did it correctly, and I made sure it was done right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. It says, or it could get locked up or not spin at all. Yes. The only mechanic work I can do is on my 93 F-150 straight six. This is interesting. Yeah, man. So I go live a lot, guys. I don't just work on trailers. I also work on tractors. I also work on yard dog trucks. I do tires. I do a whole bunch of stuff that you guys can see on my live. I also do mechanic work that you guys can see on my live. I also do builds that you guys can see on my live. My family, one of my family members has a full restoration shop. And if you guys look at the videos and the shorts, we just got done building a 1962 Bel Air bubble top. And actually, you guys might get to see it this weekend at a show that I'm going to. And I will give you guys an exclusive look at the car. Paint off the frame done, tubeless suspension, what they call it, a what? What they call the suspension, a what? Something, whatever it is. I'm not a fond of it because I had to do a lot of adjusting on it, and all that good stuff. You want to see my toolbox? Drop some on my become a membership, guys. Become a member, because what's gonna happen is very soon, with my exclusive content that I'm giving you guys, very soon, guys, it's going to be for members only. Yeah. So this is fake, is it? Won't you subscribe to the channel and tell me how fake it is? How about that? If it was fake, would I be able to spin this wheel? Yeah. We got Jeremy, Ryan Kelly at Jeremy. Positive Cool Stuff says, it is not fake. Appreciate you, gang. Simply for Diddy. Members for that spicy content. Yes, sir. It's going to be some lit content that you guys are going to see. So my membership is going to be for you guys to have any questions. If you need help with anything, any type of information like that. And I already know, those of you guys already know, if you go on the internet and you want to learn how to do something, you guys already know that they charge for ask questions. I'm not charging to ask questions. I believe I got it set up right now. It's like $2 to join the membership. How bad is that, guys? You guys get to ask me anything that you want, mechanically inclined for diesel and automotive, that you guys can join. This is cool. Thanks for showing us. I really appreciate you. So we're not done yet. You already know. I wish you guys can rub your hand across this. This is very, very bad. So either the brakes went down very bad and they caused this, or the brakes were out of adjustment, and that can also cause that. So basically what I'm gonna do when I get done putting the brakes on and putting the tires and everything on, I am going to adjust all brakes on all axles to make sure that they are adjusted correctly. I have did many of trailers where mechanics didn't have air applied adjusting the brakes. Yeah, to all my smart diesel mechanic guys that know everything and they know it all. And those are the same guys that pretty much forget to add air to the system and adjust the brakes. Are you going to turn the drum? What do you mean turn it? We're not using this one. We're going to put a new one on. It says the hub shouldn't have its many thickness on it. Okay. So let me go ahead and get the drum, guys. And we're going to get started. Yeah, we're going to go with a new one. Yes. We're going to get the, we're going to put the drum on. And we also going to put our tires on. We're going to do a retorque on the tires. We're going to do all that good stuff. I want you guys to be here with me before it doesn't pass DOT. Minimum thickness before it don't pass. Well, it has to be, you want to look at the brake lining. So what happens is that our brake lining on our old shoes is at this line here. And the reason why you want to change them, I'm at a huge fleet company right now, and there is no telling when the next time I will see this trailer again. So if it's more than halfway down, close to halfway. We're going to go ahead and put new brakes and stuff on it. Like I said, if you work at a shop, you work for a mechanic shop, you never know when you will actually see the trailer again. Do you give advice on a 2008 GMC Arcadia? Yes, take it to the junkyard. They have a lot of issues. They have a lot of electrical issues, especially with water getting inside the doors and your speakers not working, which cause your radio not to work. Those Arcadia, GMC Arcadia, the Terrain, and there's another one. You guys do not want to fool around with those. No. No, I don't even work on them. Laugh on out, I had it for 12 years, yes. So did you have water getting in your doors? Did your radio stop working? Do you have electrical problems? Does your cluster go in and out? Yeah, does your transmission slip? Yeah, they got some serious problems. They look nice, decent looking. Yes, no sound. Yeah, I can tell you why. So I bet you if you go to your rear driver door and take one of your plugs out, your little drain plugs that's at the bottom of the door, you're gonna have a whole lot of water coming out. You're gonna have a whole lot of water coming out. And I'm only talking to you guys saying certain things from experience. I have been doing cars for a long time. But yes. Let me see. It says, oh my God, had a 99 F-150. I had to resolve the bloody cluster. Yeah. Definitely on point. So what I do is, if I know anybody that has an Arcadia, I help them out and get a drill bit and drill some holes at the bottom of their door so that water can drain out. What is the orange things for? So those are the tools that you use to adjust the brakes and do that. Drums have the minimum thickness before you have to change them out. I just let you guys know you want to go off the lining right here. You see the lining? Once it gets to this one, those are like your safety marks to your liner. You know what I'm saying? Which more than likely is going to be like a 8, a 10, something like that. But me, myself, like I said, I've been working for this company for a while, and I know I'm probably not going to see this here trailer I'm working on right now. I'm not going to see it for months and months and months at a time. So imagine if I let that drum roll out with the low thickness of brakes that it had. It's going to have some serious situation on the road, possibly have to get a roll call, and possibly the company have to pay somebody out to change these brakes because me, myself, I didn't change them. Yeah, so let me go ahead and get the new drum, and we'll pop that bad boy on. And like I said, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, man, because I do kick the truth. I do kick facts. I'm not just saying stuff to you guys off my head that I came up with. Everything that I'm telling you right now on everything that I do is actually out of the book that I learned from. So, yeah, so if anybody on any type of YouTube channel, Instagram, if anything like that, if they cannot open up a book for you guys to show you guys some real truth about the things that they say, they're not showing you guys or doing any favor for you guys. They're actually setting you guys up for failure like other channels do when they film what they're doing and they cutting out certain parts and they're not showing you guys how hard it was. They're not showing you guys the specialty tools that they use. And then you guys think, oh, you know, it's real easy. I can go home and do it. And then it doesn't work out like that. So with this channel here, I show you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's what I do. Oh, I hate variable transmission too. Those things sucks. They suck. So let me go get my drum real quick so we can pop that bad boy on. We can put our tires on. And I will also let you guys know, we can talk about the air inflation system because I had to turn it off because if not, it would be leaking. So drop some in the comments if you guys ever dealt with the air inflation system. If you guys want to learn more about it, I will do so and let you guys know. And I will actually break it down for you guys so you can know more about it. So let me go ahead and get my drum and we can finish off this job. Okay, guys, I am back. Let me show you guys the drum. For all you guys that say, you know, one thing I don't do is cap, guys. Haha, we don't do that. So I'll let you guys see it. We have a new drum. You guys see that? You also see the part number. See that? Yep, we're gonna go ahead and pull this off. See the part number? That is the part number, and it is made in the USA. See that? Okay. Let's go in the comments. Let's check it out. What we got? It says, I do the small things he does. Okay. Can we see the trailer? Yeah, I will show you guys afterwards. It is the actual flatbed trailer. It says CTVs are for small recognition vehicles and go-karts. Andrew says that is indeed a drum. Yes, it is. No shine, no shine. Okay, now I'll let you guys see me. So I also, guys, if you guys are diesel mechanics, you lift heavy things at all times, all the time. So basically, I get free workouts. I don't have to sign up for no gym, nothing like that, or work out at home. You work out while you're working. So let me show you guys how. Let me show you guys how I work out while I'm working. And those of you guys mess with drums, you guys know how heavy these drums are, right? So guys, this is what I do. See how I got that bad boy up there? We got the drum on. See how we got our new drum on? Yeah. Yeah, I picked them bad boys up and put them up there. Yes, I do bend my legs. I do not use my back. A dolly works and it's easier. Yes, it is. But I also have to go get it, and I also have to go put it back and all that good stuff. So, no. I get a free workout. That's why my arms are so huge, because this is what I do. So now, guys, if you guys want to talk about the air inflation system, yeah, who needs a gym? Oh, shout out to Jimmy D, man. Hey, much love to Jimmy D, man. Shout out to Jimmy D, man. I'm not sure if you have a YouTube channel or whatnot, man. I really appreciate you. Thanks for the donation, Jimmy D. AI generated. No, this is not. Posting school stuff, Jimmy W. Yeah, so, man, shout out to Jimmy D, man. Appreciate you, Jimmy D. So right now, if you guys would like to, if you have any questions about this air inflation system, we can go ahead and talk about it now, and I can go ahead and let you guys know about certain things if you like to know so. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to go ahead and roll those tires right there. We're going to roll them, and we're going to roll them and put them on over here. It says, appreciate you sharing. No, man, this is what we supposed to do. So I'm a firm believer of teamwork makes the dream work. So if I'm a knowledgeable person, and I have good knowledge, and I have good people skills, good talking skills, the world can be a better place if we all taught each other things that we know to help each other from hurting ourselves or getting, you know what I'm saying, misleading information, you know, doing stuff wrong. So, yeah, subscribe. You got good vibes. I appreciate you, gang. Shout out to Chrome's World. I try to. Every day is a challenge, but I try, most likely out of everything, to have a good day, to be able to have good vibes, to be a good person, to set good examples, and that's what I do. Pass on education, yes. So you guys already know, Back in the days, people did not like to pass on information. They took it to the grave with them. Well, that's one thing I do not do. And the reason why is because what legacy are you leaving behind if you didn't share anything? So, if you guys don't remember anything about me, you guys are going to remember that I shared these taught hands that I paid so much money to get schooling for, that I'm helping you guys out on the channel, teaching you guys and giving you education so you will be able to communicate more with the mechanic, understand the mechanic talk and the lingo, understand your vehicle, you know, get a look and a glimpse on how stuff is really supposed to operate and work. And once you guys can understand that, it's not going to be a thing in the world that you won't be able to put together for you to build or anything like that. So that's how it starts, guys. It starts by able to visualize things. It starts by being able to read things, read wiring diagrams, read instructions, ask questions. You know, don't have any pride to ask questions. Don't have any pride at all. Be a listener, a learner. You know what I'm saying? And be a good example. Yeah, I have been teaching 2 employees accounting over the past month. That got to be a hard job, especially if somebody that don't know math and not good at math. Yeah, that's a hard one. Very hard one. So guys, let me roll these tires down here and we're going to put them on. We're going to put the air inflation system on. We're going to put the lug nuts on. We're going to put the impact on them. We're going to retorque the tires down. I'm going to show you guys how to adjust the brakes the proper way and all that good stuff. So you guys keep your belt tight. Hold on. We almost finished. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to leave you guys so normally I do on my lives, that I will end the live right now and have you guys go over and watch one of my videos of me ending it. But what I'm going to give you guys today is the full situation of me finishing the whole job, just in case you guys had any more questions. Okay? There's live stream. It took years for me to make it look this easy. Okay, guys. So right now, this is the cool part that you can do with the air inflation system. The first thing you want to do to make your job easier is that you want to make sure the air inflation system is facing up and down, okay? And I'm going to show you guys, if you guys just be patient, I'm going to show you guys how all this works. I promise I'm going to explain it to you, why I did this and why I do certain things like this. I'm going to show you guys. So now we have to line our air hose up. I'm gonna let you guys see it. So this is the air line right here that goes to our air inflation system, right? And we said we are facing up and down this way. So we have to make sure that this is facing up and down. So it's gonna go and screw inside, okay? I'm gonna show you guys. Give you guys some free game. As you can look right there, see we're lined up, right? You guys see that? So now I am going to get my tire iron, and I'm also going to show you guys when I put the tire on, so you guys don't fight with them. You got to have a foot there to keep the tire from rolling, right? Next, get your tire iron, put it underneath there, and put that bad boy up there, just like that. You guys see that? We are up there. Guess what? We are lined up. Our inner tire is lined up. Our outer tire is going to be lined up once we put that on. And I'm going to show you guys what to do with this airline, you know, when it goes into the other rim, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys another trick, and you see how some of the tread is not on the actual rim. So basically what I do is I push my foot in like this, right? And I put the iron right there. If you guys can see the tire iron, and look how far we are on there now. You see that? Okay? Now I am going to get the outer tire. And guys, whenever you mount these tires, sometimes you get mixed up and you don't know which one is the inner tire and which one is the outer tire. Well, the inner tire inside the rim is going to be extremely dirty because it doesn't see daylight. The outside rim is going to be very, very shiny. So that's how you know which way to put the rim. It said is an on the road trailer. Yes, this is on the road trailer. Yes. Okay, guys. So now I have my outer tire, right? Let me move you guys back some. So we're gonna do the same thing. And there's two things we gotta line up on our outer tire. And I'm gonna show you guys right now. This is very important. Now this is the key factor. You guys see I ran the air line through the hole of the rim, right? You have to make sure that this air line is not gonna rub against here and rub a hole in it, or get over here, have any type of bind in it, because this system is designed to put air in the tire if the trailer goes flat. That's why it's called the air inflation system. It feeds off air from the trailer, from the tractor, and it puts 100 pounds of air pressure in the tire if the tire is low. You will have a white indicator light on your trailer on the right side. You will be able to see it through your mirror. And if that light is on, you passing the DOT officer, you will get pulled over, okay? Because they think that you're riding on a flat tire. Some trailers have their own system, it mounts in PSI and feeds off the tractor. Yes, that's what this system is. Yes, air inflation. So let me pop this bad boy on real quick. Let you guys see me pop this thing on really quick. And we're gonna do the same thing. You got 1 foot blocking, and you have voila. So now, this is the important part too, guys. See how the tire is trying to come off? So you just put one lug nut on to hold it. Voila. See that? So now we have both of our air inflations lined up to go there. We have our bottom one lined up to go there. You guys see that? We don't have nothing rubbing against nothing. We don't have any of that, but we can't put these in yet because we need to do a retorque on it, and we got to put our lug nuts on. Yep. So let's get it going. Let's pop our lugs on. I hope this was educational to you guys. I hope I was able to, you know, ask some questions about something that you guys had concerns about with diesel brakes or anything like that. And if I can help you to answer any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. And like I said, guys, very soon we will be doing members only on the lives, because I am giving you guys wonderful, fantastic information. And it's only right if I let the people that really tune in with me get the information. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you become a member. Make sure you hit the post notification bell, so when I go live or make a video, you guys can check it out. I do not just do diesel mechanic work. I also do car content. I go to car shows. I also ride bikes. I'm a Harley rider. Yeah, so you guys will see all type of different sorts of content on my channel. And you want to make sure you are not cross-threading anything. And I didn't share something with you guys that is very important. So in the midst of you putting these lug nuts on, you also want to inspect these washers. See that? You want to inspect these washers to make sure they're not cracked or anything like that due to putting them on putting your tire on. And yeah. Tell them don't forget about the power wheels. Yes, and I do make custom power wheels. And if you guys are interested, I have some that's custom that maybe one day we can give them away. But the only thing is that I'm concerned about is that I want everybody to be involved. So the thing is, you know, power wheels are kind of heavy. Once I put my custom stuff on them, they do get a little heavy. So the shipping will cost. So that's why I figured that I want to do it like in the Chicagoland, Midwest area that I want to do the giveaway, that people can either can meet me halfway or I can actually deliver it to them. Because very soon we are going to be doing a giveaway on one of my custom power wheels. Yes. And if you guys really follow me, you guys will know that if you guys follow Stunner Reese on YouTube, if you don't know who he is, make sure you go and subscribe and check him out. And check the channel out. So what I did for him was I built his daughter not one, but 2 custom power wheels. The first one had a custom ultra leather seat that matched his, I think he had a Yale Cat or something like that. No, the Doberman, I'm sorry. To match that. And I also built the second one as she got older, which was a lot more faster and it did a lot more other things. So, didn't see that either. Yeah. You gotta tune in. So let's tighten these bad boys up so we can do a retort, adjust the brakes, and do what we do. All right, let's get to it. You see, I am going in the X pattern. Okay. So now here's the very, very important part, guys. You see how our tire is spinning? We got tires spinning, right? So before I put the trailer tire on the ground, we are going to adjust the brakes so I can show you guys how to adjust the brakes. And I'm also going to show you how to check to make sure that the brakes are adjusted correctly and all that good stuff. Yes, I'm going to retorque them after I tighten them, but before I do so, I do stuff in order. You know what I'm saying? So right now, in the next order of business is due is to adjust the brakes, okay? That's why a lot of people always forget to adjust them because they rushing putting the tire on the ground and retorquing and putting all that stuff together. So as I'm still on the air, I adjust the brakes, I let it down, I do the retorque, I put my air lines on, and I also put my lug nut indicators. They go on after the retorque, which is last, okay? So let me show you guys. Let's show you guys. Show you guys how to adjust the brakes. And I'm also going to show you guys hold on. I got to get this drum from rolling on me. Okay. Let's go down, down, down. Let me take this thing on sticker off. Okay. You guys see I got my brake adjustment tools. Now I tell you guys all the time is that sometimes the slack adjusters doesn't require for you to use these two tools. You would have to use an 11 mil socket, okay? But for this particular system on this slack adjuster, this is the tool that you need. So right now, I want to show you guys. If you look right there, that is the brake shoe. That's the drum. You see that space in between there? Our wheel is spinning, right? So the first thing I said we have to do is that we have to tighten our brakes down and we need to bag off a half a turn. So let me show you what I mean by tighten up the brakes. As you guys see the shoes, if you look right here, I know it's a little dark, but you can see that shoe closing up and our tire is not going to move once I tighten this brake down, okay? Okay, now we're tightened down all the way. Let me show you guys something that you can tell that I'm not just talking, that I really do as I say, and I say as I do, and I do as I do, okay? So right now, this tire is not going to move. You guys see that? It's not going to move because as of right now, this basically considered that there's no air applied to the trailer. The same thing is going to be is after I adjust these brakes, we are going to release the air in the trailer and we are not going to be able to move the tire. And that's how I always check to make sure that the brakes are adjusted right, okay? So you see right now, they're tightened down all the way. I cannot move it, right? So right now we have to bag off a half a turn, and after that the tire is going to spin, okay? Let's bag off our half a turn. Here, let me let you guys see so you can be like, yeah, he didn't let us see. So we're going to bag off half a turn. Okay, now what do you guys see? The tire is spinning. You see that? You see that, guys? You see that, right? And we do have a little drag, so I will adjust it a little bit more. And there we go. Take that drag away. Okay, so now, are you guys ready to do the check to make sure I adjusted the brakes right? So, look on the opposite side. Look what I can do. We're gonna roll it. You see that? You see that? Right? So once I take the air off the trailer, what do you guys think that tire is gonna do? It is not gonna move. So basically right now, I'm going to spin this tire right here, and I'm gonna let you guys see that once I take the air off, this tire is gonna stop on a dime. And I'll be right back to get in you guys' comments to check it out. So we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll this bad boy. What you guys think? That looked like it stopped on a dime to me. As you can see, this is not moving, right? This tire's not moving. Now, if you was to ever not have air applied to a trailer and the tire's moving, the brakes are all the way out of adjustment. What just happened? What just happened was I released the air from the trailer, and what that did was that make the tires are they're locked. They're not gonna move. This what happens when you have something that's air applied. Without air, it's not gonna move. It's not gonna raise up the airbags. You see the airbags? It's not gonna raise up to deploy the airbags. Not until I put air in it. Okay. Now we're talking about the air inflation system, right? So I can turn my lever back on. This is my air inflation system that runs the air inflation system. I turned it off because if I didn't turn it off, it still would have been pushing air and releasing air to the system. So right now, since I got for to hook my lines and everything on, guess what I can do now, guys? I can turn the lever on. You guys hear that air kick in? So what that is going to do now is that while I am driving the trailer, and if I have a flat, this system is going to fill up each tire to 100 PSI. And if you guys don't believe me, it says it right there. You see that? Yes. See that right there? 100 PSI. Yeah. So right now, I want to show you guys something also. I hope you guys can hear it. Remember I told you I turned it off so it won't make a noise? Do you hear that air hissing sound? See, I got it covered up right now. Listen. You hear that? You hear that? Okay, so now we can put our air lines in, right? Put our air lines back in. And we got to tighten those bad boys up. You also want to make sure that you don't cross thread these. If you cross thread these, you're going to have to change this whole entire cap. And it's not fun either because it has an air line in the center of it that you got to use 2 wrenches to get that line off. Okay? So let me get... Let me see what y'all saying. It says, this is showing facts. Appreciate you. Let's see. So I do this for a living. Okay. It says, what you talking about being there all day? Doubt it. I rock with y'all, man. It says, I don't think she's been here all day. Okay, so we're gonna tighten these bad boys up. So actually, guys, all this stuff that I done showed you guys and everything, so so an hour is what we got. Okay, we've been on live for an hour. I know it says I was talking to, okay. You do spin nuts on for torque. I'm going to retorque them with my retorque wrench, and I'm gonna show you guys that. Okay, we're gonna tighten these down because I got 2 more things that I got to do next. I gotta let the trailer down. I'm good. I appreciate you, gang. I really appreciate you. Okay, we're gonna tighten our air inflation system down, and the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to go get my lug retorque wrench. And we are going to let the trailer down so I can retorque. And there's one last thing I have to do. And the last thing I have to do is for the drivers when they got to do their pre-trip. And I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you how it works. So you guys, please be patient and stay on the chat because we got a learning situation going on right now. So let's drop the trailer down. You guys see that thing in the air? We're gonna lower the trailer down and we're gonna do a retorque. All right, guys, I have the trailer on the ground, and guess what else? I have my retorque wrench right here. So we're going to get this thing a retorque, and then next we're going to put our lug nut indicators on, and I'm going to talk to you guys and let you guys know what those are for. James, do you think I've been here all day by chance? It says, James Gross says, no, but you're the one who said it's going to take him all day to do it, and he's doing it. I rock with y'all, man. So look, let's go ahead and let's retorque this bad boy down. 550 foot-pounds is where we at with it. See, you guys, certain people just use that gun to tighten down the rims, and you guys already see I got one turn out of this lug nut. Okay? That's the sound that we want. Just like that. And we got another one, guys. This is why you never go off the impact, guys, and trust it. Don't ever trust the impact, guys. Don't do it. Do not trust the impact. So I'm gonna show you guys. I always like to show this. So this is where I started from, this one here. I always pass it. The reason why is, shout out to Uncle Phil. I had an OG uncle, his name was Uncle Phil. He was a certified master diesel mechanic, and he showed me to go over to the next one to make sure you went all the way around the rim to retorque it, that you didn't miss one. So you guys see we started here. Right? We're gonna go past it. One to grow on for Uncle Phil. Rest in heaven, Uncle Phil. I'm still doing what you showed me. And there we go, guys. So our retorque is done. Our retorque is done. And we have to do one last thing, guys. I'm getting them ready now. And I will be in the comments in 1 second after I get these last pieces I need to have our job to be done, and done well, and done the correct way. All right, let's get in the comments. Let's get in the comments. What we got? It says, that's why you snug them, torque them, run them down again, and torque means 1 extra second means no. Uncle Phil would be proud. I appreciate you, gang. Guns have torque sticks for them, yes, and I do not use them. I take them off, guys. If you guys, so listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something very, 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 very important, and you guys tell me right or wrong. I am not going to use no torque stick. Those don't even work correctly. So you're going to trust a torque stick to let this trailer go on the road, and you and your family is going to be riding on the side of this trailer, and you think that stick is then tighten those wheels down correctly? No. So that's why I do the proper retorque, because I'm signing my name on this, guys. So next we're going to install our lug nut indicators. Can anybody in the comments tell me what are these lug nut indicators for? Since we have all these smart people in the chat that know more than me. What are these lug nut, what are these for? What are these for? Well, right now we're not in the military. Military mechanics and is a whole lot different. You can't go off of that, guys. What I'm telling you right now is something that you can go get any diesel book, and everything that I just told you right now is going to be in that book. You can get a DOT book. The DOT book is going to tell you the same exact information I just told you guys right now. It's not something that Roy made up. It's not something that Roy thinks that is the right way. No, I am doing it the right way by the book. By the book, guys. And the reason why I do it by the book, I can stop this job right now and go on to something else. Another mechanic will be able to come and take off where I left off because guess what? I follow procedure, and which is important. I have done work behind a whole bunch of guys that they not using procedure. They doing the way they think it should go, and guess what? Sometimes I got to start the job all over again because I don't know where they left off. Does that make sense? But drop some in the comments and let me know what you guys think that what are these green things for? What are they for? Let's get in the comments. It says they are, I put them on daily to tell when it's loosened. They indicate if a lug nut is getting loose by itself. Wayne says to make sure that the lug nuts does not get loose. They glow in the dark. Band sandwich for a lug nut loosen up. Okay, majority of you guys are right, but I'm going to break it down for you guys. So basically, if you were a semi-truck driver, you are doing your pre-trip, which you guys do so much, right? That's a joke, by the way. We already know the diesel drivers, they do not do the pre-trips. They kick tires and they do stuff like that, and they don't really do the proper pre-trip. So basically, what these are for, when the driver comes and does his pre-trip, he's supposed to, number one, make sure all these are on facing the same exact way. If any of these are facing up or this way, that tells him that he has a loose lug nut that he needs to go into a shop as soon as possible to get a retorque. There we go. That's what those are for. They do not tell you it was torqued. That would be for torque strips. Okay, buddy. So everything was done correctly. You already see we did the brakes. I showed you guys about the brakes. We replaced the drum. We adjusted the brakes. I showed you guys how to do a retorque. I talked to you guys about the air inflation system. I showed you guys how to double check the air inflation system and make sure it's on. And we did it the correct way. I appreciate everybody that tuned in to the live. Shout out to Jimmy D for the donation to the channel. Really appreciate you. And that was 2 Ben. Yeah. You know Uncle Phil? Let me see. West River, you know Uncle Phil? West River, it says posting cool stuff. Can we see the trailer? Don says, master of my abilities. Yes, we are. Okay, guys, there is the trailer. You see it. It's a flatbed. Ben says, thank you, Fly Roy. I appreciate you. Look, man, I appreciate everybody who subscribed. I appreciate everybody that came in to enjoy, to get this information with me. Y'all make sure you guys stay tuned for the next live. Make sure you hit that post notification bell. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure that you guys become a member so you guys can get in on my giveaway. My giveaways has nothing to do with you guys giving money, sending money, doing anything like that. All you have to do is, number one, be subscribed to the channel and be a member, right? Let's get it, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in. I'll see y'all on the next one.